MMA fan. And this will be a breakdown, informal breakdown / skill set analysis of Montana De La Rosa. Shout out to No Filter MMA. What's up, BJ? He's a very big fan of hers, and I promised him I will watch at least 6 fights before her upcoming fight this weekend, and I have. So, without further ado, this is going to be rated from 1 to 5 in each category. So let's just begin. Striking. I rate De La Rosa striking a tentative 3. And the reason I say that is because her striking is decent. It's not bad. It's not jaw-dropping. It's not fucking one knockout power type shots. You know, in that fight against Rachel Ostovich, I mean, she was getting pieced up pretty bad. And while that might be a couple of years ago, I don't think her striking has improved that much just yet. I mean, sure, I mean, she dropped, Mara Romero Barella, but Marb, everybody drops Marb. I mean, Marb doesn't even belong in the UFC anymore, but the striking is decent, so I'll give it a light 3. Kicks. I rate her kicks a solid 3. Yeah, she's a solid kicker. Very good body kicks. Okay head kicks. But I really like her body kicks a lot. I felt that she was successful in those body kicks in just about every fight that I saw her fight in. So I'm going to rate her kicks at a solid 3. Defense. I'm going to give her defense. I'm going to give it a light 3. Even though on the ground, I think her defense is superior to her stand-up defense. I mean, one of her problems is apparently she thinks she's like an Anderson Silva, Adesanya, or Valentina type. Like, she thinks she moves like fucking water or something, and she doesn't. Her defense is not that solid on the feet. And one of my biggest frustrations with Montana De La Rosa is her chin is right there. She barely has any fucking head movement. And she doesn't keep her guard up. I mean, she's open. She's open for serious strikers to just go on strike on her face. I mean, fucking protest all over her fucking chin. It's just terrible. Somebody, a coach, a trainer, needs to tell this girl, keep her fucking hands up. So light 3 on the defense for Montana De La Rosa. Now, this is where Montana De La Rosa shines. On the ground. Her ground game is pretty damn solid. Even though she kind of hugs motherfuckers to death. She kind of on some, Romero, I love you, baby. I love you. I'm like, she puts a lot of weight on people. It's not as graceful as Jillian. Jillian Robinson is not necessarily the most entertaining wrestler, but I think she's a little bit better than Montana De La Rosa. I honestly do. So, but it's good wrestling. It's not bad. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. And finally, Octagon IQ. Oh boy. I don't like it. I don't think she has the type of intelligence in the octagon that's going to compete for a title yet. I still think she makes a lot of bad decisions. Sometimes she has the size advantage over some of her opponents. She's kind of lengthy and lanky. Sometimes that works, but when you see she runs into somebody who's a pretty good striker and a decent ground game, she has trouble. So I'm going to give her Octagon IQ a 2.5. But hey, she still has a bright future. But she got a ways to go. A long way to go. So, I'm sorry. I left out one category. This is another highlight for De La Rosa. Killer Instincts. I'm going to give her a strong 3.5. A strong 3.5. She goes for the finish, even in fights where she's losing, like in the KKK Lee fight. She went for the finish. So she's very solid when it comes to having a killer instinct. So there you go. I'm done. Been looking at her all day. Don't want to talk about her anymore. But I did want to give a fair analysis, as fair as I can on this channel. So, look forward to the breakdowns of the fights coming up. And this is Savage W, MMA fan. Let me know what you think. I'm out.